guys, Terry from Smooth Workshop here. Apologies for sort of lack of updates or whatever on my builds of late. I've got to a really nice place where I'm actually quite happy with my life at the moment, which is good. And you might have noticed that my bench, I'm just going to swing onto it just now. Apologies because I can't see what the camera's picking up, but we're kind of looking down here. And there's maybe flashy lights going on there behind my Optivisor, one of the best buys I've ever made. And a lot of wires and, I don't mind saying, shit about my bench. Okay, back to me. It's all live, exciting stuff. Right, so, I've got two builds ongoing at the moment. One's my XWing for the ISM International Skill Modelers Summer Sci-Fi SIG. I did a little model, and I'm just going to try and pull it out here behind my old Russian T-62 tank. I haven't done a lot for a while. I haven't been in a good place to do so, but I am now. So this is a daft wee egg build that I did. I don't know how this is showing up in camera. You know, it's a wee egg shuttle that I've lit up with LEDs and the wee spaceman and stuff like that. You know, hopefully you can pick up the flashing LEDs of the engines. Not the best paint job in the world. Fun build, cheap kit. The blue cockpit lit up and stuff like that. That is actually the first build I have managed to complete without trashing it all in the past 12 months or so. Kind of lost my mojo a bit. I've got two builds ongoing. I have got, thankfully, not the T-62 tank. I've got an XWing build going on, a really cheap Revel kit in 1/112 scale. I got one set of wings wired up with LEDs for the engines, and went to do the second set and found I'd blown the LEDs, couldn't quite figure out why. And then I discovered that although I've worked in electronics and I'm used to a manufacturing process, that there are like maximum temperatures for these things and they can only hold a temperature for so long. So I had to get myself, now excuse me, I'm pulling stuff up off the floor here and making lots of noise because I was in a live feed earlier on, which is something I will come on to later. I had to buy myself a temperature controlled soldering station, and everything is falling on the floor. Yes, I have had a couple of drinks, I'm Scottish, so what? Right, so I bought myself a I could turn it on but it's not plugged in, a temperature controlled soldering station, so I can actually dial in on this dial the temperature I want to solder at. So if the LED is like a maximum of 260 for 5 seconds, I can dial this up at 240 in 6 seconds, that sort of thing. So yeah, it kind of flummoxed me on the XWing build because I had to actually shave off the LED bulbs to get them to fit, and then really short legs to solder them, and then found that the gas soldering bolt that I was using from my old auto electrician days was popping them, and then you get all the wires in, you go and connect it up and nothing happens, you know. So I've had to revisit that. So I've got that build ongoing. The ISM Summer Sci-Fi SIG ends, I believe, at the end of September, although it may have been extended. I haven't been onto the website to check that, but I need to get this XWing done. Now, I have done, because I'm into bikes and I'm a biker, good news on that front, just coming up, the RZ250 or Yamaha RD250 LC build. I've got a few bits sitting here, you know, the seat and the forks, and I
I'd built it all up, and I'm trying to redress, trying to get a better colour on the forks and all that sort of thing, in retrospect. It is actually at the stage that I could shoot the next video with the body panels and do decals or transfers, not decals. We've had a big conversation about that on some of the YouTubes. Yeah, I could quite easily go and shoot the decal stage and me putting the decals on. Because I've used a lacquer based paint, a white top coat, I can put the decals on with the setting solutions, which are with the blue tack on the bottom, the micro set and micro sol, okay, and show you how I go about those, and then put a nice clear coat on the top, which I will probably be doing with Alcalad 2 Aqua Gloss, because although I am really getting into the lacquer based paints, I quite like to use the non-toxic stuff. So there's that bike build going on and the XWing build going on, but I've got a whole mass of bikes and armour and figurines and all that I want to do. So I don't know quite what you guys want to see next. I'm really just touching base to say sorry I've not been around much. I am still into my modelling. I'm just about got my mojo back. I would dearly like to get these two builds out the way and maybe get on to some of the Warcraft 40k builds. I've got a nice tank and some figurines to do. I want to try and get my figure building, but then again SciFi keeps grabbing me, lighting stuff up. What I'm finding about the LEDs and stuff like that, apart from the big bulbs that I'm using for display purposes, is that there are micro SMD surface mount LEDs that are really tiny. I think from now on I might want to try and light up all my bike builds. Thing about me, if you followed my channel, you know, I built them to my teens, 30-year break, come back to it, oh my god, there's airbrushes, there's all these paints and that. I'm good at sticking them together, I'm good at modifying them, I can put lights in them and all the rest of it. The airbrushing, I'm kind of feeling my way with that still. So yeah, I'm in a good place, I've not run away. Sorry for not getting on top of the RZ250 build, coming back onto that. Tamiya have re-released the RZ250 and the RZ350, both two strokes that I've ridden in my youth, but they're now coming with cartograph decals. Now the 250 build that's featured in my videos has the standard Tamiya decals, so they're a bit thicker. So if you want an 80s classic bike, RZ250 aka RD250LC in the UK, and the RZ350 or the RD350LC in the UK, both kits have just been re-released this month by Tamiya. They now both have cartograph decals. So although it's old tooling, you might come across some of the problems that I have come across in my video build. I tend to waffle a bit, but you'll get the gist. The RZ250 and the RZ350 are exactly the same kits. The difference is the 350 has an extra fairing, a belly pan and a screen and different decals. That's it. That's the only difference between the two kits. Once I have the RZ250 out the way and I have my XWing out the way, which I'll probably do first because there's a time scale on that, I don't know what I want to do next. I have a few figurines that are resin based. I have a whole scope of bikes here that I could do a video step by step on. I have some armour pieces I could do a step by step on. I have some Warhammer that I can do step by step on. Figurines, I could show you how I'm doing them, but I'm learning on that stage, so it's up to you. If you want to watch me painting something and making a mess of it, tell me. Tell me what you want to see, right?
I have got a whole stash of 1/12 Tamiya motorcycles, right? So a motorcycle for the next build, no problem. I want to do a diorama with an old Tamiya kit, which is a wrecker truck, which is the M26 armoured tank recovery vehicle, along with an Azuka Sherman M4A3E8, which is the Easy 8. But I want to do that in a big diorama, and I've never done a diorama. Talking of dioramas, I got one of these in. Excuse me, that's my headphones collapsing. I got one of these. I could do the walls, I could do the ground, but it needs extra bits like tufts of grass and stuff. So I'm going to be looking into that. Yeah, so I'm still here. I'm not away. I'm trying to get my mojo back, and hopefully you guys are with me. So let's see what it brings over the winter months. Can't get out much on my bike, so yeah. But I'm really liking my SciFi, so... Oh, I forgot to say. Yeah, SciFi. Right. Got myself my first ever Bandai kit. This is a Star Wars BB-8 and RTD2 kit. Now, one of the reasons I've been looking into the different circuits on my LEDs and everything is I want to make R2 light up. Right? I don't just want to build the model, I want to paint it so it looks nice. I'm not going to over weather it, but I want his wee eyes and projector lighting up, and I want to do the same with BB-8. So I'm going to be learning on this, but I will do updates on my main channel on how I'm getting on with the build on this, but the actual build step by step will be on my Patreon channel, which I have no subscribers, but you know, if nobody ever watches it, that's fine. There's lots of folk on YouTube have done these. So yeah, I don't know where I'm going next. I need to get the bike build done, the XWing build done, totally finished, and see where I go from there. So yeah, going to try a few new products out as well. There's a lot of these metallizer powders coming out now. I still haven't found a chrome that gives me chrome. I looked at the C1 stuff, but it's more like a graphite colour, so it's like a really shiny dark grey. It's not a chrome. So, my PC's doing wee beat things here. But yeah, so I'm still experimenting with different paints, trying to get different effects. I think I really just need to get my mojo on, get back to the bench and build lots of stuff. What you want to see as a step by step is up to you. I've got lots of inbox reviews to do. They're all pretty much the same. I'm going to cut down on the instruction side of it. You know, I've done 2 or 3 now and showed you all the Tamiya instructions. I don't think you need to see them all the time now, so it'll just be like Tamiya instructions, pretty much the same. That's what's in the box, and move on. I am fancying getting into the figurine or figure side of it. I don't know how I'll do with it. I don't know how good with an airbrush I'll be with it. But I'm going to give it a go. And I want to get into the dial side of things as well. On a budget. There are lots of nice products that you can buy that will let you make a dial. But I want to maybe look more at the grab some dirt out of your garden, mix it with PVA, put it onto a board and see how it looks. Anyways, I'm still here. Haven't done anything for a while. RZ250 will be after my X-Wing, and then I'm going to be doing a lot of experimentation with LEDs. So yeah, just basically a quick update. Hiya, it's September. I will be 50 on the 22nd of this month. Not got a big family, so kind of not expecting any presents or a big do or anything. So yeah, it's going to kind of pass by and be like, yeah, I'm on the way to 60, but I thought I would just do a wee update and let you guys know where I am. So, Terry from Smooth Workshop. Hello Styrene Fanatics. Hope you're enjoying yourselves and happy modelling. Speak to you later. Bye.